Yeah, y'all know what time that is. Oh yeah, dropping stuff. I guess I got a little shook up with the sirens and everything. I'm just trying to maintain levels and whatnot. Welcome again to the GameFi podcast, episode number 3. Where we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. Thank you again for joining us in our second season number 2, episode number 3. Everything's been going well. We've been meeting a lot of people. Had some awesome guests. We got another guest in store for you today. And we got a lot of good announcements today as well. So we want to make sure you take a listen to that. And we want to thank a few people as well. For being a part of what we're doing and supporting us spiritually, physically, and financially with everything we're doing here at the GameFi podcast and everything else. So, with that being said, I want to start off with the gaming segment. Hey. Hey. Yeah. It is an awesome way to get started with the gaming segment. Shouts out to the Georgia Game Development Association. I was with them this past Thursday. We were at Kennesaw State University, and we were actually having a video gaming and esports focused college fair. We got a chance to meet a lot of good students from, see if I remember all these high schools. So shout out to Martin Luther King High School. Shout out to Stevenson High School, Miller Grove High School, that's in DeKalb County. Then North Forsyth, Central Forsyth, Academic Academy. I can't think of the name of that school. It was cool students that I met from there, but we got a chance to talk to the students. We also had some students from West Georgia to come down, some college students, to find a little bit more about the industry and what's going on. So make sure you check out. We're going to be posting some of that information, some of the video from that. I did a few presentations about stuff that we're doing, and a lot of students had a lot of good questions about what's going on in the industry, what's out there for them to want to go into these different industries and what opportunities exist, which is what our company does, is make sure we connect those young people so they can be the next generation of esports and digital entertainment professionals on that end. But a lot of good questions. I had a lot of graduating seniors, so that allowed us to also talk about Morris Brown College is where we're doing a lot of work. We are, this is homecoming coming up, so when we get back to the esports segment, I'll make sure I shot Morris Brown College out on about the homecoming that's coming up, but we're going to hit that. And really working on getting our game design platform up and running. You know, we have our full beta version that's going to hit real soon of Level Up Academy, where we teach game design. And so we have some students out of Miami that are going to join us on that journey. We also have our apprenticeship program that gives certification in game design. So as we're talking about this gaming segment, we're going to kind of put a bow around it right there. It's not a whole lot that we have to talk about on this one. Our guest just walked in, so you come on, make your way on up here. You know, if you feel comfortable, here's your seat, here's your earphones. Get you right in. Awesome. Okay. 3 on the main board. Appreciate you. And Jay Black trying to making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing over here on the 1s and 2s. You know, I usually just push buttons, but you know, gotta have folks like that doing things. So what's up, my brother?
What's going on?
What's going on with you? Go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks.
Nice to meet y'all. How y'all doing? I'm J. Brown, aka the Black Boy George. Mr. Cake Me Happy, I'm in the building, man. Lil Blue here with me too.
All right, we're gonna do that again because I think it's number 4 that you're in. Yeah, you're in number 4.
Number 4? Yeah, I can hear that.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, you can look into the camera as you go. These two, right? See, they get us right? They get us right. Sometimes I forget myself.
When y'all together, is this one? And sometimes when you're talking, I want to talk
And that is Chemical with Atlanta Gamer Life back here.
The one and only.
Bossing us around up here to make sure we do what we do. But here we go again. Go ahead and introduce yourself again to the people.
So what's happening with y'all, man? It's the one and only J. Brown, aka the Black Boy George, Mr. Keep Me Happy himself, a man of many names, you know what I'm saying? Then I also got Lil Blue in the building too, you know what I'm saying? We just got up and
is that a Care Bear?
Original.
Is that an original Care Bear?
An original.
Care Bear stare. Y'all don't know nothing about the Care Bears, man. They don't know nothing about the Care Bears,
For real.
Man, I remember Care Bears, and it was followed up with My Little Pony. They was all on the same. It was a cartoon that came back to back Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
That was what's up, man. They had it on the lock. They had it on lock, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm jealous a little bit, you know. I ain't got no Care Bear.
What's going on?
I heard you do some cake. Wait, hold on. Wait. All right, that's the gaming segment, y'all. We just gonna keep this thing moving. I don't even have my lid here, but we're gonna get in the art segment because this is an artsy guy right here, and we're gonna really talk about some stuff. Yeah. Hello, everybody. GameFi podcast where we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. Now we're here with J. Brown.
Yes, sir.
In the house, and we're gonna talk a little bit of arts because this is a very artistic cat right here, and we're gonna find out what he's been working on and what he's got going on. And just like with everybody else, we're gonna start with the number one question that I have for everybody because everybody has a good answer to this question.
Okay.
So, Jay.
Yes.
When did you first fall in love with video games?
Ooh. When I was a kid, because we had the original Nintendos and Segas when I was growing up. So we had Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I'm saying? Sonic the Hedgehog. Like we had a lot of real great games. What was the game with the guy where you had to shoot and you had the little gun?
Which
one? Orange gun.
Oh, with Nintendo?
On Nintendo.
On Nintendo?
Yeah.
What, Duck Hunt?
Duck Hunt. Yeah. Come on, yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones right there.
I went and bought a cartridge for Christmas. They were selling them for Christmas. I went and got one. It had all the games on them.
Oh, that's what you got to do, man. They doing a lot of those retros, man. Go back and get a chance to play those joints from back in the day, man. And that's how you got to do. So that's what's up. So I was a Sega guy. My best friend had Nintendo, so we kind of went back and forth. Mortal Kombat, Contra.
Yeah,
that was one of my games I used to love to play on Sega. Nintendo. I used to love to play Contra, up, down, left, right, BABA, start for unlimited lives. That was the hack cheat code to get that. I still remember this to the day. 30 years later.
You still remember the buttons to press?
Hey, that was it because I had to, man. You know how much time I had to spend because you only had like a few seconds from when you turned it on and before the main screen booted up.
Settings come up.
Yeah, you had to push that in and then get started there and talk about it. But that's how we used to hack that thing in there. So Chemical was telling me that you do cakes.
Yes, I do cakes as well. So I'm Mr. Cake Me Happy.
Okay, well, Cake Me Happy. Tell me where did that start? How did that come about?
Honestly, it started in 2019. Been rocking since August 31st, 2019. That led into September 4th, Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Had an old business partner, me and Smitty, and we got out to Centennial Park, made our first $100 off of that pound cake, Mama Ginger's pound cake, and and been rocking ever since. That was the start of my business, Mama Ginger.
Oh man. So what was it that got y'all out there to Centennial Park to make you really want to get started? Because that's one thing that I know a lot of folks, when they have an idea about something they want to work on, it's getting over the hump and just getting out there is always something that is like a problem or is a challenge. So for you, how did you get over that challenge and get yourselves out there?
Well, I come from a life of selling drugs, stealing, boosting, a lot of different street things to be able to make quick money. I do have a culinary background and culinary arts that I graduated with, but even with that, and working some of the finest restaurants here in Georgia, all around. I'm from Savannah, Georgia originally. I always managed to get out in the streets on the corners and like to interact with the people. It wasn't about selling drugs or selling whatever it is that I was trying to hustle. It was about the interaction with the people and being able to make me known.
Okay.
So I feel supply and demand,
Hey.
Yeah.
They got to supply, got to meet that demand. That's how you do it. I don't care what you're selling out there. That's the economics 101.
Supply
there.
and demand.
But I'm glad you started, got the sugar. You started to push the sugar.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Stuff,
we had to go to prison a few times, so
Hey.
a few different trials and tribulations, bumped my head, and then like I said, in 2019, was walking down the street, actually over in the same areas, Edgewood, Auburn. I was big for doing other stuff back in the day, and was walking in that area, and asked God, like, yo, I need something to get back out here legally,
Right.
And then I swear, within a few days, the case came about, and
Man.
y'all see me out here again.
And that's all. Once you get that idea, once you get that clarity, once you get that call, when God put it on you, you got to figure out how to get out there and do it.
Yeah.
I feel you on that, and we all make mistakes. I waited till my mama tell you, I waited till college to really get in trouble with the law. And, I felt like I had a good business.
Oh, what you did?
Man, okay, so we were boosting.
Yeah.
I was a student at Tuskegee University, and and I had a little partial scholarship, and I didn't need anything, but we wanted to party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We wanted to have a good time, and so I was like, well, I got one of my good friends, and we were like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If we get this merchandise and we push it, then we ain't got we can pay our rent, we can pay our car notes, gas, and all that. And whatever little monies we had, we just put it in our pocket. So we decided to do that for a while, and we were taking turns doing what we needed to do. And I tell you, the thing that got me, I said it was going to be my. And we actually had a good friend of ours who was in law enforcement, and he kind of heard we were actually making a little bit of a buzz.
Yes.
And he was like, "Hey man, I love y'all. Y'all might want to stop what y'all doing." and then I was like, you know what? Cool. One more time.
And there was that time.
One more time. And that one more time got me.
Plenty of times you get away a lot of time. People don't understand when you go to prison and jail, you done got away with the crime so many times. Hundreds of times before you get caught up. A person look at your background and be like, oh, you wasn't a great illegal person, whatever you call it. Nah, dog, you don't know about all those times I got away in between. I was being too greedy, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. It's that greed. That greed gets you. And then at that point I was like, look, man, I gotta figure out something that I can do legally.
Liz.
And let me push that. Let me interact with people that way, and that could, not only is that going to help me, that's going to help my family, and it's going to keep me out of trouble. But then, blessing is I went through that. Now I can talk to young folks who are also coming to those decisions. So when I started teaching, I was able to have those conversations with my students.
Yes.
So, make bad decisions. And, sometimes, but for the grace of God, you might have got caught up and, really went, the wrong way or whatnot, or something really, really, you got locked under the jail. And this I was in Alabama, so I don't know how I made it up out of Alabama. But, I did enough good in my life that I guess,
God gave you some grace.
Gave me some grace and got me up out that thing. But I tell the students again, look, you always got a choice. You always got a choice. You can either do the right thing or the wrong thing. But the more you do right, the more opportunity you got things to go your way. Even if you do right, there might be some bad things, because they also hit me with that. Well, bad things happen to good people all the time. It's like, yeah, but if you're on the right side of things more often than not, then good things will happen for you.
And a lot of people always say it's so easy to do the bad thing. But honestly, coming from a guy who a lot of years background is certified, a lot of years of doing a lot of dumb shit. Once I began to start do the things the right way and pray on it more and really, really, really meditate and stuff, like now I do things the right way. And when it's something bad or negative that come out, like if I'm in the store, like I'm honest, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. I'm at Walmart on Old National. They'll let you know I walk through the line with the people, because I always tell them, like, look, bitch, my brain is quick to steal something, or think about it. So I'm gonna walk through this line and I'm gonna let you ring me up, you know what I'm saying? So that if I can make sure I don't do anything, you know what I'm saying? So you monitor yourself and you begin to say, well, I don't want to be punished or be held accountable for something stupid. You could lose it all over something real small.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to monitor yourself more. And to me, that's easier.
And see, now I'm married and I got a family, and so it's not just me. See, it used to be just me, and so, whatever happened, it was just on me. But it's not that way no more. I got
big responsibility.
Right. So I can't let that go. And, you got to be, but it is easy. I'm going to tell you, sometimes I do the same. I be at the Walmart, and that line,
Walmart be easier.
That line be long. It'd be the longest line ever at Walmart. I was like, look, man, man, I can go, I can shuffle a little bit right here, and then I can keep going, and I'm out. What they gonna do? I'm out.
I'm out. And 9 times out of 10, you normally be out of Walmart. Walmart catch 1% every day. Like,
I mean, come on, now. Come on. They got a whole lot they're looking at, but I'm like, but make that decision to do the right thing. And it's like, okay, I can go ahead and because I got out of that. I don't do that no more. I can't do that anymore.
Nah, ain't even worth it.
And my daughter is kind of paying me back. She got that mind, that same kind of mind that I had, where either she can use her powers for good or for evil.
That power.
So I'm just like, I'm trying to make sure she use her powers for good and not evil, because she ooh.
Because the eyes move fast.
They do.
So while y'all over here looking at other stuff and paying attention, man, be done got that and moved on. Especially if the police in the building. That's always the best time. Because you can always get away with anything when the police right in front of your face. Because they're not going to think that you're going to try anything in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's always the sweetest time.
So this is not class.
This is not class,
y'all. We just going down memory lane of just how our mom was thinking, but this is why I do what I do. This is why I make sure I talk about the digital entertainment industry and the career opportunities that are out there, because that same amount of skill that it takes to do things that are illegal and things that are not right, you can apply those same things and you can get paid really, really well. And then you don't have to look over your shoulder.
Yes.
Because that's the other thing that you have to think about when you're committing crimes or when you're doing things that are not honest. You always got to look over your shoulder, or you got to make up that next lie to cover up the next lie. And we don't want you to get in there. But, we got these cakes. So what kind of cakes you making? We bearing the lead here. Let's talk about these cakes, because I like cake. Y'all see this belly. I like some cake now. So we got this Mama Ginger pound cake.
So Mama Ginger's was the start of the business.
Okay.
Mama Ginger's pound cake. My mom's raised me on pound cake. So I always told myself in prison, when I got myself settled and got into my first apartment, that I was gonna make a pound cake, enhance the ingredients, and see what it come out like. So I had a partner with me at the time. He came to the house, he tasted it, and we, like I said, we went out on the streets and sold it. And then from there came Smitty's sugar cookie brownie, which is famous. And then now we have the Bloody Mary strawberry, made with some fresh strawberries, topped off with a good strawberry glaze. We have the Foxy Brown carrot cake, which is really rich and delicious. It's cinnamony, one of my fall treats. We have the sweet potato pound cake, something that just came.
Wait. I'm sorry. Sweet potato pound cake.
Yes, that comes out next month, so that's a fall treat. So that'll be out come November. Getting people prepared for Thanksgiving.
Oh man!
But right now, what we have the sweet potato, as well as we have the sweet potato brownie, and then we have the remix, which is the sweet potato brownie with the pumpkin cookies inside of it. That's called the remix.
Oh my God!
And we're actually calling it the Frederick Douglass. So they do have names for them. So that's actually called the Frederick Douglass.
Oh man, that's set them free.
Set them free, like the MLK versus Malcolm X. We got the MLK versus Malcolm X, double chocolate, German chocolate. We have the Harriet Tubman freedom cake. She gonna have your ass thinking you running towards the Underground Railroads, but you gonna still be shackled up in place.
And you didn't bring none of that here?
I just got out the bed from somewhere else.
Well, we got
I ain't even been home yet.
Look. We gonna have to have a part 2 to this here, because we gonna have to have a sample of these cakes right here, because you killing me, because you making me super, super duper hungry. Thinking about these cakes, especially pound cake. 'Cause my grandma made a lemon glazed pound cake.
Mm-hmm.
That was, and nobody has been able to duplicate that. Even though they know the recipe, it was just something love that she.
Because it's that love that get put into that cake.
And I, I always had. I remember, and my other grandmother, she made straight pound cakes, and it's
with the crust bottom.
Crust bottom, come on.
People don't. Sara Lee, you're not real. They need to put you out of business. Kroger, Publix.
You gotta do it right. And then it's in the she got her little tin. She would turn it. I mean, she just
no white lilies. We don't use no white lily over here. If it ain't swans down, we ain't rocking with it. And I'm saying that, letting y'all know, because I know people who use white lilies. It's not good, and the aftertaste behind it. I don't know what y'all like, but
see, now this is a chef. Pastry chef,
yes,
extraordinaire, telling you the true ingredients, what y'all need to be using when y'all out there baking y'all cookies, especially when y'all playing games and stuff. We like
real cream cheese.
We like those cream cheese. Oh my
God! Come on, man.
You gotta have it in there, because if it's not,
it's not a pound cake. And people always be like, they don't like cream cheese, but you go through my Instagram, I be lying to me half the time. I be like, well, it's vanilla icing for y'all. And then after they taste it, then I go back and be like, it's cream cheese. Well, I didn't like cream. I know you didn't, but
guess what?
You think of it differently.
But guess what?
Yeah, give things a try.
And that's it. And so you got your treat. So you have so I heard you're a fall set of treats. So do you have like winter and then your spring and then
no? So for like the fall, when the fall kick in, I will do other things as the season kicks in, because you're always inspired by what's going on to create. So that's kind of how like the sweet potato pound cake came about and everything else. Starting to use the different things that we enjoyed during those seasons inside of the cakes. So
Exactly.
So it's no telling what's gonna be coming about for this holiday season because I'm always in inspiration mode.
I always in the lab cooking it up. So hey, make it happen, make it do what it do, man. Because I mean, yeah, cakes and more cakes and pies.
Yes.
I love it. Man, you said something earlier. It made me think of. So there's a show I like to watch on the cooking channel, and they do Cake Wars. They pretty good, but Nailed It. Have you ever seen it? Oh my gosh! Okay, so Nailed It is a show where they bake whatever, and it's cakes with designs and whatnot, and they show you what they were supposed to be, and then you go for it, and then when it comes out, they be like they yell nailed it, and it's never like what you saw on there. But they always tell them it's about the taste and whether or not you actually made the cake correctly. You lose out because it's underdone, it's still wet and it's soggy. It didn't ever, because the time get to them and the pressure on the time, they don't cook it right, so they're not quite ready. But that's a cool show that I saw. I love to watch those space shows. That's the kind of reality TV I like to watch.
A lot of people keep telling me to check out something else like a messy cake show. Because I'm not as advanced yet where I'm doing a lot of big decorative cakes and wedding cakes. So everything is still kind of homemade. So, but I always tell people it's about the taste. Like, to me, the homemade cakes taste better. I don't like a lot of fondue.
Fondant. Yeah, that's it.
I've tried that plenty of times. It's nasty.
I don't know what
it doesn't work well in the kitchen. It doesn't make things pretty.
It make it pretty, yeah.
But
it just make it look good.
The taste of it and flavor is not really good.
Nah, just give me a good old regular old pound cake, you know what I'm saying? And give me some whipped cream, strawberries, little toppings. I don't need a whole lot. Just give me a good old scoop of ice cream.
Or some butter pecan ice cream from Haagen-Dazs.
Call it a day.
We are best friends.
Call it a day.
We are best friends.
Call it a day. Well, let's move on. We're going to move on to our music segment. Oh, wait.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait. He is a...
Yeah, see, there's many things going on.
Hold on, see?
You don't even know.
I'm going to the music. I'm about to go to the music segment right now, so let's get into this music segment. Yeah. Here we go. Nah, not even about to rap. I can't rap.
That's so smooth.
Hey man, that's you wish you can. Like I wish I could sing. I wish I could rap.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? And you be like, I be feeling it, but that's not what come out.
Still trying to learn how to sing. I be like, make them vocals sound like Kanye West a little bit.
Hey, auto tunes. That's what it's for.
Yeah,
that's what it's for. Hey y'all, welcome to GameFi Podcast, the music segment where we talk everything GameFi, gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. We about to get into music with J. Brown up here, and we got Blue in the house as well, making it do what it do. So we talked about the cakes, we talked about having fun, we talked about our journey and how we got here. Now let's get a little bit into this music. Let's talk about music. This is the fade out. You see the pro fade out?
Little fade out.
Little fade out.
Oh, you work in the studio now. You think in the studio now.
Hey man, I'm making do what it do, man. You make them cakes, I make the board work. That's how we do.
Okay.
So let's get music. What's your passions? What is, first of all, let's slide back.
Okay.
What is your favorite genre of music, or are you just really eclectic? You like to listen to kind of some of everything?
So I guess I'm gonna have to. Because I'm a rap artist. I will say rap.
Okay.
It's what touches me a lot. I like different genres. I love R&B. I love rock. I love country. It's all about the great song. So you might not even like a certain genre until you hear a song like Avicii when he made "Wake Me Up." That was such a dope song for me to be able to listen to, and it was so inspirational. It was like a dubstep type of vibe, but very nice song.
All right, so what got you into hip hop? What really got you? What inspired you? Who's that artist that you listened to that made like, yeah, that's what I want to do?
Well, I want to do something different because we do always ask that question. So, I did grow up under the 90s in New York, Lil' Kim, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z and stuff like that. And they were the first people to, make me pick up this pen and keep it pushing. But we do have a lot of new great artists, I think when we do our top 5 and things, we always give it from what we grew up on. But I just seen that y'all have a post over there of Daylight, posted up, and he's one of my. I think you have to make a new top 5 when you get a little older because it's a lot of new artists.
Stick with it.
We can't say Biggie and Pop forever when we're our own walking inspirations and we have new people out here right now. So, Daylight
Say
is
that.
somebody that's in my new top 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got to throw Daylight up there. Freddie
going,
Gibbs is
Freddie
somebody
Gibbs?
that's hot as hell.
Okay.
Drake, you lose a little bit of points because you have writers, but because I'm a businessman and I'm in the entertainment business myself, I do understand that sometimes you get writer's blog and we're very busy. I've been out for the past 72 hours, haven't been home. If you done seen this shirt and these clothes and this jacket, you know what I'm saying, in different shows and episodes, you gonna see it everywhere for the past.
But when you working, that's what it is.
And it's my name on this. I don't care.
There you go. And you promoting, and see, that's what I be telling folks. See, they'll be like, you're not out there. You might be out on shows, but you're not at this gathering. You're not over here. You're not over there. And I was like, that's because I'm actually doing the work. I ain't got time to go out there and shake hands and kiss babies all the time. I'm actually doing the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it do what it needs to do on that side of things, because if I'm not out there doing the work, I can't trust some of the people who are out there doing the work right now because they're not doing it right.
Yes.
So I got to be on the grind. And then, and hopefully I come across some people who can do that part of the business a little bit better than I can. But I'm starting to get into that. I got my cadence every Sunday. I'm here. I get to talk about what we're doing. I get to meet good folks and really inspire some other people, because I know some of y'all are sitting out there right now, got some cake idea recipes that y'all been sitting on. I know a lot of folks that do cupcakes. Man, that's huge right now. A lot of folks sitting on some music. A lot of folks sitting on some entrepreneurship ideas that y'all got right now. Just get up off that couch, get with some other folks, get some friends, meet some people, build your network, and try to figure out how can you get started.
Get out that dough.
You got to.
You got to get off your ass. A lot of people like to only sit home. Oh, I don't want to go out. Or COVID came around. And nah, bro. Let me tell you something. If COVID should have taught you anything, it should have taught you that you are your own God and you should be stepping in your own calling. Yeah, we're going to have employees. You have to have employees inside of this world. I need employees for help. But create your own and then see what comes to you as you're creating your own.
This is the time to do that right now.
Really?
This is the moment right now. You got to be bold. You got to walk in it. Put it out there, because if you do it now, you'll be surprised at how much support you'll get from other folks, because you're not the only one out there. You're not the only one that's thinking what you're thinking. You're not the only one that's feeling the way you're feeling.
At all.
And we'll support. It's folks out there that will support you, that'll ride with you and ride with you for as long as you're doing. Case in point, I just came from McDonald's not too long ago. I met a friend of mine, Josette. She was in a cohort that I was in, but she's sponsoring one of the events that we have coming up called Gamers Read 0.5K, $1,000 sponsorship. It's our boss level sponsorship, and I met to pick up the check from her, and I've been knowing her for about a year now.
Yes. But
we're both out there. She's doing K through 12. She's doing mostly elementary, middle school education, STEM education. But we out there hustling. We working, and then to be able to meet her and talk about what we're doing, we partner over a lot of stuff. So things that I'm not good at, she's good at. Things she's not good at, I'm good at.
Yeah.
So we're able to bounce stuff off each other, and we'll be able to control. And my group of people come to my thing, and then her group of people, and then I send them to her, and then her group of people come to my thing, and we do all of that. My computer's about to die, so I wanted to make sure I give a thank you out to all my people that's been helping us out. So that's Metamorphosis Powerhouse Company. I met Tanya Hicks. Oh my goodness, from Power Solutions. She has really been helping out. She's been connecting me with a lot of cool groups. C5 Georgia, Tau Beta Kappa. Listen, it's a group of 16 young men killing it right now. They're between the ages of 13 and 15 right now, and they are like little bosses. Right? And they businessmen. They running meetings, Robert's Rules of Order. They fundraising, they giving money back, they buying tables at galas. They supporting people. Man, they doing a lot. They getting ready to take on when they still in high school. So I can't imagine when they get to college and when they grow up for real. But that's it. They got that mindset.
Get active with them now. You know what I'm saying?
Right
Get
now.
active with them now.
So shouts out to Tanya, man, and I'm working with them as well. So you're gonna get a chance. I'm gonna have them on the show. Have them come by and talk. It's 16 of them, so I might, we'll have a couple of months. We'll bring in each one of them because they over different committees. See, they don't even have a power structure, so it's not no president, no treasurer, none of that. They just chairman of committees.
Yes. And
they come back together and report about what the committee's doing, and then they make a decision that way. Then they go back to their committees and work. I said, God, dog.
That's really good.
I was like,
really, really good.
I went to meet them, and they sent out, and one of the moms was in there with them, and they sent him out and was like, tell Mr. Thomas that we're going to bring him in our the new business part of the agenda. So about 20 more minutes. And she was like, is that okay? I was like, I'm learning. These boys right here are killing it. I was just so impressed with them. So I can't do nothing but work with them. But shouts out to them as well.
Yes.
And doing our thing. Shouts out to the Atlanta Falcons as well, because we'll be there on
are they going to
Halloween. Halloween.
Are they going to be winning?
I hope so. They just
I'm
won.
from Georgia.
They just won.
No, I don't count none of those. I'm sorry. I am from Georgia. I don't care about none of their wins. I ain't going to none of their games or anything till they win a Super Bowl. You win a Super Bowl, and then I'll be a participant. But until then,
wait for this.
I don't care about that.
Gotta be on the ride.
I don't care about that. They did that all these other years, bro. I am in my 30s now. They've been doing the same thing since before I was born, I think. So I'm not gonna sit there and keep giving my hopes up. Now, win something major, the Super Bowl. And then I'll participate and come into the games after that. But nah, I'm a dick rider on that moment. You know, I ain't on your dick until you get on it.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you know.
I ain't putting no hat on or nothing. Like, gotta wear something. Right now, I go with Steelers or
But the Steelers ain't winning that. Well, they got, but they've won.
I like them.
I'm with you.
But I really meant to say the Saints. The Saints.
Oh, you with New Orleans?
Yeah, I rock with New Orleans. I'm from Savannah, so they got that water in their blood. So so I'm rocking.
The river, they got a river walk too.
You know what I'm saying?
They got good seafood too.
I'm rocking with New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they my bloodline right now.
Hey, that's all right. And you know what? That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I tell people all the time when I was in school, I used to spend a lot of time in Mississippi and Louisiana over the holidays. So, you know, I got love for New Orleans and Louisiana too. But I don't know. I can't say I just run with the Saints like that.
They ain't won nothing neither, but I mean,
but they won one.
But they have won.
They won one. So you know, you got to give it to them, man.
They have won.
So, what's some of your projects you're working on right now? You got something coming out?
So actually, yes. I'm actually leaving for Vegas in a few. About to go shoot some videos and work on some more music.
Okay.
We got the Black Boy George project that's going to be coming out. I'm trying to push for the end of this year. It's a mixtape, so we're gonna push for that towards the end of this year, and then next year crank it to like the official project of it. But we have been pushing the prototype, which is not out. I've been kind of just hitting the club scene with the singles, testing everything. That Turn You Out featuring Safinora, one of my favorite tracks on there. Y'all gonna get to hear that.
All right.
Forbidden Fruit, you know. I've been going around to a lot of clubs, just kind of hitting them up with the music.
How they been feeling? How they been liking it?
I think they're very shocked. Like, they're very shocked. A lot of people, it most definitely gets the respect that I want, but it does get the shock value because of the content matter of the things that I'm speaking about.
Gotcha.
And you know, like I tell people, it's very necessary for me to get this project out, the Black Boy George, because it is my life story. It is 100% honest, and there's a lot of people whose stories don't get shared in hip hop, because hip hop does have a way of where we only shine light on, in particular, artists out of the streets. If you're out of the streets, we only get to shed the artists on the dudes who's talking about dope or this, that, and the third, you know, the so-called cool guys. But my movement, Gifted to Be Different, isn't about necessarily being the cool guys. It's about being the underdogs, which the Falcons, I guess, would be in this sense. But,
so you might need to sponsor them a little bit. Maybe they get with you.
Them.
Maybe they get with you, then they'll turn around and
maybe they'll win for 2022 because I'm saying something about them. You know.
Hey, well, there you go.
But most definitely, so the project, you know, it is about my life. It's about my upbringing, and I'm keeping it no filter on it. You know, I'm bringing it, and it's great music. So, you know, it's not just about the content. It's fucking really, really, really great music. And then we're following up behind that. You
can't be mad at, you know, being honest, genuine, authentic. In what you do and your passions, and people enjoy that, because, you know, you talk about COVID. If you ain't learned nothing, then you got to be true. You got to be authentic. You know what I'm saying, about what you're doing, and that's what people are going to follow and people are going to gravitate to. So, man, that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. I want you to put it out there, and
it's most definitely coming. Right now, we have Bank Account, the video out. So Bank Account is out right now. We shot that in Vegas a little while ago as well. That's out right now. I'm pushing that. And just check me out, man. Got a lot of different singles that's coming. Shout out to my boy Kid Cartel. We just did a new joint for his EP called Rise of the Kid. So I'm on the title track of the album, and that's a really, really dope feature that I'm looking forward to, because he's based out of South Africa, Cape Town. So it's an international feature. And he really did an amazing job with what he wrote, and then I came in and did mine, and we're really standing on a lot of topics, you know. So Stand behind you. Don't be bullied into anything. Don't let them bully you into anything. Don't let this government bully you into anything. Be woke. Be educated. Get educated on everything that's going on around you, from elections to vaccinations to just knowing yourself. Trust in it. Pray on it. And if the spirit tell you it's okay, then move forward. If you don't get no answer from the spirit, then that means you might need to wait off until the spirit answers. And that's just being real shit.
Boom. Right there. And that ain't no better way but to go into esports like that. Yeah. Everybody. Thank you again for coming to the GameFi podcast. We talk everything gamer, art, music, esports, and film. Now we're in the esports segment right here. You hear my band in the background. I got my drum majors marching over there. Got my majoress over here. I got my flag squad over there. They got the boys on the tuba and the horns. They coming in. They doing their thing, man. And this is where I got some good announcements for y'all. So we just laid some good nuggets. So I'm glad y'all joined us on this episode number 3. Sitting here with J. Brown, making it do what it do. Always. So now we're moving into the esports.
I wish you would have played that halftime. Should have played that halftime by Ying Yang Twins.
Oh man, hey look, I gotta pay for that kind of stuff. Okay. I'll just message you. Man, but that Funk and Walk halftime, Ying Yang Twins. Here we go. Thank you, man. Man. I was in the marching band, and so I knew what that stuff is. Man, again, got J. Brown. We got my boy Blue over here. You know, I got a frat brother named Blue. I tell dog, we call our boy Blue over here. We got the IG going on. I'm supposed to be doing stuff like that too, but you know, I don't be thinking right. Maybe I'll start to think about to pull it in. But again, we're in the esports segment, so let's talk about esports and some of the stuff that's going on right now. I appreciate you, Kim.
Yes.
Go in the house. Shout out to Chemical, Atlanta Gamer Life in the house. And so, something we have going up. Oh, you the CMO being? So you done got down with Tim and he done made you the CMO? Oh Lord, we gotta talk about that. See, you done got something. When did that happen? Never mind. We're gonna talk about that later.
She stay working on.
I mean, she a hard worker.
She is a hard worker for real.
Man.
I mean, call me. I'm still in the bed. I'll be in a thought. And she like, where you at? I'm like, I don't know, somewhere. I'm like, where you at? I'm like, well, let me look up your address. Oh, you're 4 minutes away. Okay, I can get over there.
For sure, man. She killing it. So, like I said, I've been working with Morris Brown, one of the HBCUs, historical black colleges, universities here in Atlanta, on the AUC campus. It's so funny. And we got some cool stuff coming up. Partnered with iHeart Media and McDonald's to do the McDonald's HBCU Esports Showdown. That's going to be happening on October 30th on the campus of Morris Brown College at the Ronald Floyd Thomas Center for Esports and Innovation on the campus. And we're going to have a lot of fun, kind of an open house environment, and we're going to have a few little tournaments going on. And the next day, we'll be going to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the Carolina Panthers versus the Atlanta Falcons football game, where we'll be on the Sky Bridge. We're going to be playing video games, a little Rocket League. Probably going to play some Street Fighter maybe. Might play a little bit of Injustice, but we're going to have a lot of fun. And then at the end of the game, we're actually going to be playing video games. They're going to be able to see the games played on the big screen, on the Halo board. Okay. So we get a chance to do that. So we'll have some folks joining us to see that and having a lot of fun. And we're partnering with the Atlanta Falcons and the Mercedes-Benz Stadium because they have a lot of STEM-based programs. They have a lot of career paths and opportunities for young people, and they want to make sure that the folks from the community, you know, they are here in Atlanta. You got the Vine City community, and you have Southwest Atlanta right here. You have all that West End. And so we want to make sure that those folks understand what's happening and what they can plug into, because it's a multi-billion-dollar stadium. Yes. But you're down the street, right across the street from people with median household incomes of $28,000 a year. That's a big difference there. Yeah. So we need to make sure they want to pour into the community. We want to make sure the community is there to receive what they want to pour into the community. So that's the cool things that we got going on. And like I said, next week, it's homecoming. This week, today's Sunday, this top of the week, they're actually doing a jazz concert on the campus. So it's right there, Southwest Atlanta, Morris Brown College, right off of north side of MLK, right there in that corner, you will see the campus. They got some jazz going on. They're going to have different things throughout the week. Of course, raising money for the school. We're about to have the baddest hospitality management major going on because we got a hotel coming and conference center that's going to be built right on the campus. So they'll be doing that. So it's a bunch of cool stuff that's happening right there. And then you got Morehouse right there, Spelman, and you got Clark. They all doing some great things. And so we want to make sure that everybody knows because they also want to get into esports as well in gaming. So we're going to start there. And Clark has some stuff going on, and we'll get Morehouse and Spelman on board too. And we'll play our tournaments. I bring the Sega out every now and then. Because I got to let them know old school, let them show how we used to do it and how we still doing it right now. So that's pretty fun. But, of course, you know, they do their Switches and PlayStations and all that good stuff and Xboxes. But that's okay. They still got to know where it really came from. With
Where
the
it
Sega.
really came from.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
do
sure.
our thing.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what we're doing. That's where esports is right now. We're moving on that. We have some teams that we're building K through 12, so they'll be practicing. We got some kids out of Miami, Florida that started the after school program, so they're going to have their team. Their team's coming up. It's about 5 different teams all over Miami that are building themselves up to compete in the youth esports league. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So shouts out to everybody. So we want to make sure y'all stay plugged in. So please follow us. And that's another thing. Where can everybody follow you in Blue?
Oh, J. Brown, man. JDOTBRWN. No O in Brown. J. Brown, you know, or Mr. Cake Me Happy. You know what I'm saying? Lil Blue need his own page because all these females that he keep attracting, man, he's starting to Man, I can't keep up with him for him, man. I can't keep up with him for him, man. You have to do your own work, bro.
Man, you remember you? We finna get into the film segment. You know what? We finna transition this on to the film segment because I gotta talk about this movie. I gotta talk about this real quick. Hey, coming at ya. GameFi podcast. We talk everything. Gaming, arts, music, esports, and now we're transitioning over to the film segment. Here with J. Brown, it's your boy Coach E, and we got my boy Blue right there on the shoulder. So I was talking about this movie. So okay, what was it? Ted? Is that the name of the movie? Ted?
Yes, Ted.
Oh, you remember Ted? So that's what you made me think about when you said that. Cause Ted was pulling them in that movie. He was pulling them. I was like, wait a minute, is they finna show this in the movie for real? Ted pulling them like that?
Ted pulling them left and right. That's what Lil Blue be doing.
Man, Blue be pulling. I can't hang out with y'all. Y'all be done got me in trouble, man. Y'all be done got me in so much doggone trouble out there. All right, yeah, man. So we doing this thing here, the GameFi podcast, everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. We're getting into film. So speaking of films, what are some of your favorite movies to watch, and what have you watched lately?
Oh, last night I just watched Fear Street 1994. I'm a horror film fanatic. I love horror films. You know what I'm saying? That is dope on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go catch that.
I'm looking at it tonight, man. I've been binging a lot of stuff. American Gods. I've been binge watching in that right there, and it's a crazy TV series. But movies, I don't know. I like to watch a lot of the Nigerian movies. You know, the Nollywood is what they call it. They got a lot of different things. One of my favorite movies is The Wedding. What is it? The Wedding Party. I think that's the name of The Wedding Party, man.
I've heard of that one.
It's cool, but I like to see what they're doing out there because, you know, most of the images people talk about, they in huts or this, that, and the other. Nah, man, they metropolitan city. They got it going on. Mm-hmm. So I like to see that. I love horror movies too. You know what? They coming out with Halloween Kills. It's like another Michael Myers. They doing a final Michael Myers for Halloween.
They said final like 15 years ago.
I know, but look, Michael Myers been there. But how you supposed to kill one of them kind of demons? I don't know.
Then they got Scream, a new Scream coming out in January. I am looking forward to that.
Okay.
I'm one of the original Scream lovers.
Okay, so, me too. And they got another. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's coming out too. I want to see that too.
I do want to see that.
Saw that. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to see that.
Okay.
So, but I grew up. I love watching a lot of movies. Benjamin Button, you know, that was a real great one. I love A Beautiful Mind. I think that was very dope. Yeah. I'm into documentary series and things that really open up the brain as well. So on The Manchurian Candidate, one of my favorite, the one with Denzel Washington.
Oh, right.
That's one of my favorites, the one with Denzel Washington.
The new one, they remade it. Yeah.
That one came out like 2008, I want to say. But that was really dope. Of course, things that make you laugh.
Oh yeah. And I'm not a movie snob. You know, I go to movies to be entertained. I don't go for some Oscar award winning performance. I want to be entertained. I don't care who you got in it. I don't care what you said about it. If I leave out and could have had a V8 afterwards, then that was sucked. That was the most horrible thing that you ever put out there. So you got to give me something that's entertaining, something that's worthwhile for me to watch.
What's one of the worst movies you ever seen?
Worst movies I've ever seen, man. I give a chance to a whole lot of movies. I can't think of because I find something good about everything, even though it was horrible. Or I just thought, you know what, they so bad I can't even remember it.
Because I'm trying to think of something right now, and I know I done had some movies I don't watch to the end. I'd be like, "Boy, this movie right here is stupid, dumb. I can't even understand this. Like, can't get to the end of it." But I made it to the end, and I'd be like,
I pushed through. I don't know the name of this movie. It was an independent film. My wife and I was watching it the other night, and we try to support, and we tried to sit through the film. And really, I don't know. I don't even know the name of it. It was called Love and Fate, or Fate and Love 2 Law, something. I don't know. It was some independent film. We caught it on like Prime or something or rather, and we tried to make it through. I actually did make it through. She walked out. She was like, you know what? If you gonna do this,
by yourself.
You gonna do it by yourself. So she walked out, and I just watched the rest of it because I really wanted to support my people, my indie folks, because I love independent filmmakers, independent artists, everything. If you're doing it yourself, that DIY, if you're doing it yourself, I support you because, where else you got to get started, right? Yeah. Got to get started somewhere. So I will support them. And then, maybe I'll pull them inside. Hey, man.
Got to pull them to the side. Got to let you know what I think.
You might want to think about doing that a little differently next time. But you know what, though? You know what they can say? I did it.
Yes.
They finished a movie project from beginning to end, and they got a credit for it, and whatever else comes with it.
Yes.
They will always be able to say, I made a movie at the end of the day. And then the people who, critics, what you do? What did you do? Mm-hmm. What movie you put out? You know, what project have you been on? Nothing. Yeah. So they one up on you in my book.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's real. That's real right there. You know what I'm saying? They put that foot forward, you know what I'm saying, to make it happen. So, congratulations regardless, even if it's horrible.
You finished the project. You finished the project. That is the most important thing. You actually finished the project. So that means the next one can be pretty good. I'm telling you, Tyler Perry first few plays weren't good.
I don't know about that. At least the ones that we saw when we were growing up, the ones that were still in churches, they were entertaining.
But the ones that you didn't see that he put out probably were horrible.
So Tyler Perry, you got some things that you need to do an unrelease of the things that you didn't that people didn't like. Do before Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Let's go before
that. Even when he actually did the plays before he was able to bring them to the Fox. So he did them in a playhouse somewhere, and they were the first runs. And so without the good wardrobe, without the good music and the transition,
I want to go see some of those. Honestly,
bring them back. It's it's good to watch stuff like that on film, on TV, because of COVID, it's virtual, whatever. But, it's cool to get back out and actually go ahead and watch some folks out there, putting it out there. They're all on the stage. I'm telling you one thing my kids love to watch.
What?
Hamilton.
Hamilton, real dope. That's a lot of inspiration behind even what I'm about to start doing with what I'm doing. It was very inspirational. It won Grammys, Oscars, everything.
Man, Hamilton.
That was it. Man, that was it.
Lin-Manuel. Yes. What's his last name? Or is that it? Lin-Manuel. Is that his name?
So we can make sure we quote that.
I want to say that man's name correctly, but he did an
writer
awesome job.
of Hamilton.
He did an awesome job. Miranda.
Yes.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yes. Yeah. And they did a documentary on making of Hamilton. And they talked about how to do it. Because one of my other favorite Broadway musicals, Rent.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh. Go to Netflix. Go to Netflix and Rent. RENT. Man, that music in there was powerful. And then I watched the documentary on the making of it too. I like to watch the behind the scenes. The making of it, because you get to see the struggle.
Yes.
You get to see that all the people that said no.
Yes.
All the people that told them they were crazy. All the things they had to pull from here and there to make it happen. You get to see that, and it's inspirational because it makes me feel like, okay, what I'm doing, I'm doing it right, because I'm struggling a little bit. I'm pulling from here to there. It's not easy. Not everybody's agreeing with what I'm doing, but
I just did a video actually speaking on that because I just went to an audition the other day for Morris Brown. And regardless if I get the position, I got it. You know what I'm saying? But
wait. You went for an audition for a position at Morris Brown?
No, not for a position, for audition for a tour coming up. Oh, okay. So I did.
I think I know the tour you're talking about.
Yes, I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's been big love since. But after I recorded it, after I went and did the audition, I remember walking out and doing a little video recording that's on my page right now, where I was just telling people, it don't matter what. Like how many no's. Like my motto is, I don't care about how many no's. I'm always on go. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can tell me is I'm on no. When I go to these places with these cakes and stuff, majority of these places on Edgewood and all around here, some of them say no. Some of them be like, oh, you're patronizing or soliciting and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't care. I'm going to come there because you don't know where that customer is going to be at or that person that's going to opportunity and lead me somewhere else. And I've met so many opportunities going out here and taking a bunch of no's to receive that. Yes, I got you. Come over here. You know what I'm saying? So stop putting blocks on yourself. Do what's best for you. In this entertainment business out here doing music, this thing ain't easy, y'all. This thing is not easy.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
It ain't. Moving to Atlanta was just the first step. You know what I'm saying? It's so many other places you have to go, so many other cities, states, and other places around the world. But you got to get up off of your behind and believe in yourself and put your foot forward and like say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it regardless if it made me feel good today, regardless if I felt a little embarrassed about this in particular show or a song or whatever it is that you did, regardless even if you feel like it wasn't your best. I always pull artists to the side and be like, hey, yo, bro, I don't think that was a great song, or your performance might have been bad this time, but I do think you got this right here though. So
That's it.
So maybe you could capitalize on that part right there. Try to empower each other and stop being afraid to empower each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly it. It's like you said earlier. Just walk out the door.
That's it.
Get out the door, and you're gonna be around and find your people. Get out the door and go find your people. Yes. You never know where your people are, because when you find your people, they're gonna pour into you. Like you said, they're gonna pull you to the side and be like, hey, you might want to change this up a little bit, or to give you an opportunity to say, hey, let's collab on this. Let's work on this together. You got to get up and walk out the door, and that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And so, if you continue to do that, you'll be able to make what you do. Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you again.
J.Brown, JDOTBRWN. That's J.Brown, and AKA Mr. Cake Me Happy. That's Mr. Cake Me Happy. Not MISTER. Mr. the regular way. I think a lot of people out there are a little slow. Not cake with the K. A lot of people out there spell it with the K now. I noticed that's not the correct way. I think that the phones got us messed up doing that ignorant texting, making up new words. Yeah. It's C-A-K-E. Mr. M-R, no period, Cake Me Happy.
Mr. Cake Me Happy, man. J.Brown and my boy Blue. Shout everybody Blue.
You know what I'm
saying? Shouts out to Blue in the house doing this thing, man.
He's been rocking since 1987. You know what I'm saying?
87
was given to me when I came out the womb. I'm proud of my age. A lot of people you in your 20s. Now I'm 34. I'm proud of it. I love my age.
That good black,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I love my age. I love my trials and tribulations and things that I have been through. I have came a long way. I went through a lot of stuff to get here to this moment, and only God knows the future, but I know that bitch is bright and happy and successful.
Hey, y'all just gotta get out the door.
And just get out the door.
Just get out the door. That's it. That's gonna be my takeaway. I'm gonna be saying that for the whole week. Just gotta get out the door. Get out the door, man. Just get out the door. Everything, man. Y'all, thank y'all so much. You know
Shout
what time it is.
Kimiko, I love her so much, for real.
Yeah, they go the sirens. Y'all know what that means. We ain't in trouble. All right, again, thank you for joining us for episode number 3 of the GameFi podcast. We talk everything gaming, art, music, esports, film. I am Coach E. J.Dot Brown in the house. Our brand.
You know what I'm saying? Got to shout out my folks.
Oh yeah.
Our brand. My boy.
What's the name of the brand? Oh, the jacket. Show the jacket. Jacket.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Troy. I got a lot of people who are working with me.
Happy.
So Mr. Cake Me Happy.
There it is.
Sincerely,
J. Brown, aka it's the Black Boy George. This jacket will be available one day, you know what I'm saying, on eBay to my most biggest fan, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, y'all really ready? Hey, that's how we doing.
$1 million.
$1 million right now. $1 million jacket right now. Right now. And when it said, I'm going crazy. Oh no, that's priceless. Blue is priceless. You never get to have blue. Blue is priceless. Man, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Enjoy. We'll see y'all again next week. Same time, same station. You know what time it is. GameFi Podcast. Peace, 8.
Yes,
Town up.